epigenetics is a relatively recent field of genetics, and it's not just studying, normally when we think genetics, we're studying the sequence of the DNA. Epi means above, okay, so we're outside of. So what you're doing there is you're studying chemical markers or chemicals that basically affect the expression of the DNA. And so it's this whole other sort of like genome. They call it the epigenome on top of just our regular DNA, which is our genome. And it controls and it regulates the DNA, and that's very important. And we're finding it can be affected by the environment. So like what a woman eats while she's pregnant can affect the expression of the DNA or the genes of her child, and that can even be passed on. And it does pose a really big problem for evolution because so much of this is in relationship to the environment. Like things get affected or changed, these chemical markers in relationship to that. But evolution is supposed to be random. It's not in the mutations, and the changes there are not in relationship to the environment. So it kind of becomes a problem in that sense. And then too, you've got this whole other layer of complexity that you have to evolve systems basically that will add these chemical markers or take them off at the right time under the right condition. There's this whole nother layer now that you have to evolve by random chance to be able to do that, to regulate the DNA properly. And so it just becomes harder and harder for evolution.